All right. What's up, everybody? It's Thomas, post-production. Here to talk about why it's only my face. So, Robert's phone, something happened with it. Next week's episode, something happened with my phone. So this week, it's just going to be my face for the Season 2 review of Loki. And next week, it's just going to be Robert's face for that video. So, yeah, sorry about that. Hopefully, we'll get our stuff together soon. But, a lot of stuff out here. But enjoy the video. And enjoy the Season 2 Loki review.
Welcome back to the Real Guys Podcast. It's your boy Robert.
And Thomas.
And we're back with another one. Today, it is a special.
Special episode.
Yeah, we have Loki. The whole entire, we're gonna do a review of Season 2.
Yes.
And then we're gonna do a trivia on all of Loki Season 1 and Season 2. So,
and, also, what Loki's in, Thor.
Oh, yeah.
And, the other stuff, Infinity War, all that. So, the trivia is, everything that's about Loki, but
Loki trivia.
It's mostly going to be Loki's show, but it's fine. And then, what is the word I'm looking for? The review is just about Season 2. So, it's a Loki Season 2 review. We're going to get into the review part first, and then we're going to go into trivia. You want to give it an out of 10?
Yeah, so...
All right, so you want to count it down?
Yeah, Loki Season 2.
Loki Season 2 out of 10. 3, 2, 1,
8.
8.5. Okay.
So pretty close there.
Pretty close. Obviously, you like it.
Yeah, it was good. It was really good.
All right, so...
I respect it.
You want me to talk about it a little bit, or you talk about it a little bit?
I'll talk about it a little bit.
I bet.
So... Attention, this is a spoiler episode. We'll put it in the
you want to do a
description.
non-spoiler review and then a spoiler review?
Yeah, you can do the non-spoiler because I feel like I'd be like freaking Mark Ruffalo.
Yeah, you're good. All right, so this is a little non-spoiler review for Loki, real quick. I think it's good. There's a lot of good scenes. There's a lot of good acting, cinematography-wise, scenes-wise. The music's the score is really good. There's a lot of good acting with all the characters, a lot of chemistry, and so I think that really builds a lot of stuff. There's a few plot holes that you see in the show. I'm not gonna get into that, but there's a lot of good moments that really boost it up, and so I'd say that's why. You obviously got to see Season 1 before.
Oh yeah.
And then you probably should see, in order to get the full effect, you gotta see the other things that Loki is in. So.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I mean, we can't really say much without spoiling it. But
yeah, it's really hard not to spoil.
Yeah. So now we're gonna each give our spoiler review. He's gonna go first, then me.
Yeah.
We're just gonna talk about it for a little bit. Hopefully not yap your ears off too much.
Right.
But now we're entering spoiler territory. Warning: you will, if you haven't seen it already, spoilers.
Yeah. Pause the video here, go watch it, then come back. You might be, yeah.
Anyway. Unless you're like my girlfriend who likes spoilers.
That's weird.
I know.
That is that's so bad.
Love you, Lise. All right, let's go.
So basically, I'm gonna dive into the first episode, I'm gonna dive into all of it. I'm gonna dive into all of it, because okay, so just the idea, because you have to really it's so weird. You have to take all your problems out of your life and just focus, or you're not gonna understand it.
Oh yeah,
and it's
they're quick.
Yeah, it's really quick, and you're like, wait, what did he just? I had to go back a couple times. I was like, what did they say?
If you zone out, they're gonna say some timey-wimey stuff, and then you gotta go back.
Yeah, because they're gonna build off of it. So it's gonna be like a mountain out of a molehill, and you're gonna be like, what in the world? What is all this? And you have to But basically, the loom that Timely made is they went all the way back to 1968 Chicago, and where or 1868 Chicago.
No, it was 19.
It was. I think it was 1868 because
18 seems too soon, but it's fine.
1868 Chicago. That's where we're gonna go with.
I'm gonna look it up.
Yeah, I think it was 1868 because there's no way it was wood paneled houses in 1968. 1968, it was probably.
That's a good point, but I also think they had a Ferris wheel, but I could be
That
wrong.
was in 1890 something.
I don't know.
93, I believe. I think it was.
Anyway, continue.
So basically, yeah. So, the TVA, I forget the woman's name. It started with an R.
Rensselaer?
Yes, Rensselaer. Rensselaer goes back in time, and she's basically being called by the one who remains.
He who remains.
Yeah, he who remains.
I have no internet.
He who remains.
Yikes.
Oh no, I got you. Wait.
It's fine.
18.
No, you're good. Keep going.
So, excuse me. Basically,
I'm gonna have to edit that out.
basically, we got into 1868 Chicago, where they were basically putting the setting of from He Who Remains is putting Rinsler in this this older time where she slips the TVA guidebook into the window of Timely, and Timely's just there doing his old 1868 experiments.
1893.
That was the Ferris wheel. That was when the Ferris.
Are you
wheel
talking
happened.
about when they're doing the?
When she slips that notepad? Yeah.
Good job.
Yeah, 1868.
He knows his stuff, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, I remembered it because I just finished watching it like earlier this week. So she slips it in.
Did you binge it or did you go episode by episode?
I
Or like a
it was
little
like
bit
right in the middle. It was like I did like 3 or 4 episodes or like 3 episodes, and then I finished it out.
I did it week by week. I was anticipating everything. It was great. It was such a good experience.
I got to see, like the last episode, and it was like 2 a.m.
Oh wow, yeah.
And so I was like, dude, I gotta finish this. But yeah, it was great.
Yeah, I mean, they're doing good stuff there. Yeah.
Timely. So then Timely goes from this younger boy, and he uses this guidebook and creates all of these things from the resources he has in that year, and he creates his makeshift version of technically what he wrote, but not he wrote because OB technically wrote.
Yeah, it was a whole thing. It was crazy. Yeah. Like I thought that was weird. I thought it was cool though, but
because like it was like weird because in OB's time, Victor Timely writes it, but in Victor Timely's time, OB writes it because
OB's work is based off of what Victor Timely said, and Victor Timely's work is based off of what OB wrote. So it's a cycle. Basically.
It is so cool,
but yeah. Anything else that stood out to you, like the?
I think it's just Loki's his determination. It was less like joking around as much this in the season. It was more like he's trying to save the timeline, all these strands of timelines. And it's like,
I know the ending stuck out for me. Did it stick out for you? Like the ending? Oh,
yeah.
The fact like when he's like grabbing,
and
he's sitting on his throne. It was
and like when he sat, because I saw the little chair there as he was approaching. It was like, well, he got his throne. Yeah. And I was like, that's like a.
I thought that was really full circle. Yeah. So I watched it at first with my girlfriend Lise, and I watched it again at my house. And so, like, the first time I watched it, I was, like, so set on TV. I was getting so excited, and it was fun. And then the second time, same thing. So, it was really good. Yeah. You got anything else? Anything that stood out? Any pros, cons?
Man, I'm trying to think of cons, man. I mean, I like the minor action sequences, because there was like points it was really dead, and they would like bring it up using random characters like they had in 1893 when they were in that
they were hunting down Victor Timeline.
Yeah, they were trying to basically hunt him down, and it's like
because he gave faulty work and stuff.
Yeah, it was a good pickup, and I was like, okay, that's nice. I like how they use that as a way to kind of lighten the mood a little bit.
Yeah, the pacing was pretty good too.
Yeah. And then towards the end, it was really cool how like basically Loki just spent centuries in a loop.
Oh yeah,
learning
I thought that was cool. I was like, that's crazy. Yeah, that he did that.
Learning
I was like, wow,
physics and math and all that.
Like when he mastered when I saw that he mastered his time warping in episode 5, I was like, oh, this guy is like the most powerful character in the MCU now.
Yeah, it's like he can time
because he basically just has the time stone and he's mastered it, so he can just go whenever. Yeah. So I thought that was really cool.
He can do that. He can make an illusion. What is it? What is his illusion thing called? Where he can like stand in one spot, freeze, and go somewhere else. Like it's teleportation essentially. But basically, it's really cool how Loki evolved, the evolution, character development.
I was about to say that's like I'll get into it in my review.
His character development was insane. So yeah, that's all I got. But I mean, it was a really good season. Yeah. I don't think there's gonna be a third season.
I don't think so either.
Because that was a like bow tie type ending. So we'll see what happens.
So Loki season 2, 8.5. I liked it obviously a little bit more than you, but I'm gonna start off with the cons, stuff that I like didn't really like. It took me out of it. I was like, it was like a loophole or something like that. And so first off, we're just like, some characters are just like unimportant when you look at like the whole story. It's like Brad, he served literally no purpose.
Yeah.
In the show. Victor Timely as well. He kind of didn't serve a purpose other than like a little bit of backstory for Kang, but even that, it's like you also get it in.
And he's just a variant
Ant-Man.
of Kang.
Yeah, and so like it's not really. I feel like they could have done stuff better, like the Brad and the Victor Timely, and they don't really explain different things like with like the time slipping and like the temporal loom, and they kind of like use a bunch of like their own rules, which some of it works out, like the OB and Victor Timely like cycle. I thought that was like cool, and I was like, yeah, it's a paradox time stuff. But the temporal loom, it's like, it's weird because like how did it work at all to begin with? But
Fair
you know,
enough.
it was a just different things. But my big issue is Sylvie's character, because in season 1, you're kind of like
I can agree with that.
In season 1, you see like how she's like dead set on the TVA, and like in the last episode, she takes no hesitation. She doesn't even want to hear she doesn't even want to hear He Who Remains out. She just wants to kill him.
Yeah.
And then like in season 2, you see like the guy that she just killed like basically like a week ago. We get his variant, and then she refuses to kill him because he looks scared. Like, what? And then she just makes.
That's a good point.
And then she just makes every wrong decision, like ever.
Well, I
so,
mean,
like,
she made it a point that it was like Kang was, I don't know, she basically said that Victor Timely's reaction to her about to kill him is way different than Kang's. Like, Kang was just like, do it because I'm
yeah, I
gonna
know.
anyways.
But it was like she also said in like season 2, episode 1 that like she'd just kill all the variants anyway, because that's what Loki said. It was like, what if they all come back? She's just like, I'll just kill them all. So it was like weird. But anyway, like that isn't my bit. It's just like they give us a character that we're supposed to like Sylvie, and then she just makes every bad decision ever. So like first off, we get like Loki is just going to her being like, I talked about this in Payson's channel, Galactic Fuse. Go check it out. I did a review over there. He might be hopping on some reviews too. We'll see. But I said the same thing. It was like she goes and she's like, Loki is going to her and is like, if we kill this man, like at the end of, I think it was, episode 6 of season 2, he's like, if we kill this guy, everything's gone. Like, we're done. Everything that we all know, every timeline imaginable, dead. Like, everything is gone. But then she's still dead set on like killing him, and it's like we're supposed to root for that. And then like she just does different things where it's like they don't make sense. Like, no one in their right mind would be like, yeah, I mean, but at least we have free will, because like, you know, it was just like a big thing that I was just like, I didn't like.
You want to know one thing I was disappointed in?
What?
I was I'm a very futuristic person.
Mm-hmm.
It was like weird that we didn't get any of the main characters' actual timeline in the future. That would have been super cool. Like, you know how let's see who B-15.
Yeah.
Like, she was in 2012.
I think so.
And then you have everybody else is just in the past, our current past.
Yeah, no one was really in the future.
No one was in the future. And
I think that's a good point.
I really wanted to, because I was just like sitting. I was just like, okay, they've covered B-15. They've covered everybody except for OB and like I think it was Mobius. I think Mobius was last, I believe.
I think Mobius was the most recent.
Yeah.
And OB was
Mobius, like,
fairly recent.
When they covered Mobius and like he was the last one that they were covering what his actual timeline is, and they said 2022, I was like, that's garbage. I wanted to see something from like the future.
Yeah, well, there's a lot of like, but that's pretty much my cons. But I had like, and like those cons like weigh it down, like the stuff not making sense, the storytelling being iffy.
Yeah.
But the pros boosted up so much that it gets an 8.5. And so, starting off with the pros, we got the cinematography.
Yeah.
The scenes shot were excellent.
Yeah.
And for a Marvel Disney Plus show, that's like never seen before. Yeah. Like every scene that I remember was just like spot on good, especially the last scene with like the tree.
Yeah.
That was
super cool.
Perfection.
Yeah.
It was great.
Like how they changed it from this metal retainer essentially to like.
And he's just like
natural
on his throne holding it, and it's the tree.
Yeah.
And it's like the same tree from Norse mythology. It was such a good callback.
It's such a cool ending, but part of me wants to know an alternate ending, and I feel
it leaves you wanting more.
Yeah, it's like I want to see season 3 be an alternate ending of him killing Sylvie.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think they're doing season 3. I think that's an end.
Yeah, but it would be
I don't
like,
think it's
cool.
I don't think it's the end of the characters, but I think it's the end of the Loki show.
I feel like, well, in Kang Dynasty, I'm definitely looking forward to seeing Sylvie. There's no way
maybe in What If.
Oh, What If
they do like a What If series.
Yeah.
I think they're doing What If, but they have good character development. That's like a big thing for me. Loki's character arc is probably the best arc in the MCU.
Yeah,
I'm saying that with
fire.
a little recency bias, but I just can't think of anything other than maybe Tom Holland's Spider-Man. Those two are probably tied for my favorite character in the MCU right now. Because the way that you see him from just wanting a throne, he wants to rule. That's what he wants. He's arrogant. He's like just going, and he's trying to get New York. Yeah, he's trying to like get New York because his whole thing is like free will is a mirage. People don't need it.
Yeah.
And then we see him continue that in Thor: The Dark World, and then in Ragnarok, he's like, maybe what I'm looking for is just like the ones that I love, like his father when he died. He kind of realized that, and then he's trying to like fix that with his brother, so they're having a good relationship. But then he sacrifices his life for his brother in Infinity War.
Yeah.
So you think that ends his arc, but then we pick it up at Endgame, and he's still like the arrogant guy, but he's still building those relationships. He's becoming friends with the people that actually give him a chance, which he's never had before, like Mobius, Obi, mostly Mobius, but you know Obi and the other characters too, like Sylvie and stuff. And then we see him finally, like, at the very end, the last thing that he wants is a throne, because what he wants is to not be alone anymore. He wants his friends, but that is the very thing that he gets. He gets his throne, and he finds his glorious purpose, and he's burdened with it. And it just comes full circle so well that it just blew my mind.
Yeah,
like I was just like, oh my god.
When I saw that throne,
it was so
like,
good. It was so good. But yeah, and then wrapping it up, we got like the score and the music. That was great, phenomenal. Like the Loki theme was just so good.
Oh yeah.
And then finally, you know, we got like the acting. Like every performance was a good performance from everybody. Yeah. I don't think I saw a bad performance. Jonathan Majors acting was really good. I know there's like a lot of weird. I love
Jonathan Majors. He's a really good up and coming.
I know there's a lot of weird stuff with him on like if he beat his girlfriend or whatever. I don't know anything about that, so I'm not gonna say I really like the guy. But his acting was good.
I'm not gonna focus on that. Like for me, it's just like, hey, like I get there's a lot of real world activity, but in the reality of his acting skills, he's a great actor.
Yeah,
and I cannot like. I mean, he's a really good rising.
It's the same with Ezra Miller, to where like Ezra Miller's probably a bad person, but his performance in The Flash was still good.
Yeah.
And so yeah, but we got Mobius and Ouroboros. Those two characters really well done, and then of course Tom Hiddleston. Yeah, I had to remember. Yeah, Tom Hiddleston, great performance. Like he did not miss in that, and it was like really good to see.
It was so cool. I kept focusing on Lightning McQueen's voice and Mobius.
Oh yeah,
it was so cool. I was just like, it's really cool hearing it without like the animation of.
There was a scene. There was a scene where like he's getting ready to Mobius is getting ready to put on the suit because he's gonna launch the thing into space to keep Loki from time slipping. Yeah, and he sounds exactly like Lightning.
Yeah, it was so cool.
I was like literally closing my eyes and I was like, that's probably like I know it's the same actor and everything, but I was like, that's crazy.
Yeah, it's insane how much you can relate. Like how even animation universes can collide with the most random things. It's insane. But
but that character development really hit it for me, and so that's why it's an 8.5 out of 10 because like. Everything, and like you said, it like built upon itself. Some of the building block, like when it built upon itself, some of the bricks were like had holes in it and they were like a little spotty, and like a little loophole ish. But
it came out.
It still did really well.
Yeah,
and I'm going to say Loki is the best Disney Plus show by far. But I don't know if it beats season 1 because season 1 was really good, but it might like. Because I just rewatched season 1 like recently.
Season 1 is good, but it's just like I want to say the first 2 episodes are like a little iffy for me. Like it was like it was a good way to anchor you, but it was just like
I mean like the seasons are very different. Like Marvel went out and said like I think the person writing the show or whatever said like it's 2 different parts of a book. Like Loki season 1, season 2, they're parts of the same book. I disagree with that completely. They seem like 2 very different books, but I still think both books are great. I just don't know where to put. I think season 2 might be better, but again, recency bias don't hold me to that.
Right.
But yeah, that's my Loki season 2 review. 8.5 out of 10. He gave it an 8. So obviously really like it. Big fans of it. Some stuff just wasn't working for me, but even then, it still blew me away.
It's a great.
Would recommend 100%.
Most definitely.
So you want to hit in trivia? We'll do 10, and then we'll do. And then if we have a tie, we'll do like a tiebreaker question or something like that.
Okay. Well, if we have to have a tiebreaker.
Yeah.
Because I'm too good at this.
Really?
I'm just kidding.
You go first or me?
You can go first if you want to. If you have a good question, do you want to start out with?
I got like a little light one.
Right.
Who plays Mobius?
Like the actor?
Yeah. We know we mentioned. That's why
It's Lightning McQueen, but I don't know his name.
Yeah, that's why I could have mentioned the actor, but I didn't because of this question.
Starts with a Q. No.
Shouldn't have given that away. That's my bad.
That's a name that like I know, but I don't know.
All you, man.
Wow.
5, 4,
Yeah, I don't know
3,
it.
2,
I don't know it.
1. Owen Wilson.
Owen Wilson. Why did I think it started with a Q?
I don't know.
All right. Ready?
I want the day where you ask a question or I ask a question, and then we realize that we were asking each other the same exact question. Like you ask me a question, I'm like, oh, I have that question here as a question.
Oh yeah.
Hasn't happened yet, but it'd be funny.
All right. So let's see. All right, I got it. So first question for me. Which movie did Loki first reveal himself like as the god of mischief?
What do you mean reveal himself?
Like as like the god, because like he in the I'm not gonna. When did he first reveal like he had developed into this god of mischief?
I want to say Avengers, cause I don't know. Well, in Ragnarok, you see Thor tell him, Loki, we know you're the god of mischief, but you could be more. Thor, the Dark World, I haven't seen that in a minute, so I have no idea. Thor, probably, but I feel like Thor's an obvious answer, so I don't know why you'd ask it if it was an obvious answer, but I could just be overthinking it.
Mm-hmm. So what you going with?
Avengers, he walks in, he says, my name is Loki, and I'm burdened with glorious purpose. But I don't know if he says he's the god of mischief. I'm gonna go with the first Thor.
You're right.
Yes. don't overthink it.
Yeah, because I was like, dude, he's gonna say Avengers.
Don't overthink it. I was like, because I feel like you have to if like you're introducing his character like that.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Because they introduced him as a young.
Maybe that's the new tactic. You say such an obvious question that they overthink it.
Yeah.
I almost said Avengers.
That was the plan with that question.
All right. Another light one. Who plays Loki?
Tom Hiddleston.
Correct. Your turn.
Where was Loki born? That was an easy one. I hope you get it.
Frost. He was a frost giant. But I don't know where.
He says it a few times, I think it's Tom Hiddleston that ends up saying it a few times.
Like
as Loki.
Like where in the Ice Kingdom or like where?
What's that Ice Kingdom called? It's the home of the Ice Giants.
Frostguard? I actually have no idea.
You're going to be like blown away. Ready? Jotunheim.
That's right. So Thomas 1, Robert 1, tied game right here.
But we're at 2-2 with questions.
Yeah.
So we're 1-1 each.
Wait. Yeah, that's the first question you asked me, right?
Yeah, no, that was the second question.
Who started it off?
I started off. Wait, no. You
Okay,
started.
yeah,
You
no,
started
no.
off.
No, you're right. I said who plays Loki as my second question. I didn't mark it. All right, cool. So we got next question. What is Loki's full name?
Loki's full name?
Yeah.
When is it mentioned? Can I get?
Actually, wait. Yeah. No, you're good.
When is it mentioned?
It's mentioned, I think, in the first movie, but it's mentioned he's mentioned all throughout. It's not like a one and done thing, like it's said often.
Loki's full name. I'm gonna be caught off guard with the answer because like it's probably obvious.
Yeah. Maybe.
I don't know.
Loki Laufeyson.
Okay, yeah, I wasn't caught off guard by that.
Yeah, you're good.
I've never heard that. Maybe I need to rewatch the shows.
Maybe. I'm gonna bring this closer just in case y'all can't hear me.
What is Loki's
Hello?
biological father's name?
Loki, what is it? Hello?
Hello?
All right, re-ask the question.
What is Loki's biological father's name?
So you know how I said I wish we had like a time where you said a question and I have the same question?
Did it just happen?
I have the same.
Dang it. All right.
It's Luffy.
Yeah, Luffy.
Yep.
Dang it.
So now we're down to, I mean, I could just ask you the same question, but that'd be a waste of time. But I guess that is the game. I don't know. So
I'm just going to ask another question since we both have it.
Oh, yeah, you have extra. So boom, that works.
Yeah.
But I don't have extra.
Yeah, I'll just ask another question, but like that one just won't count.
We can just do it to 9.
Yeah, that's fine.
All right, so I mean, it counts, man. It counts. I mean, that one can count, and I can just ask you the same question.
All right, that's fine.
All right, so for my question, surprise. Question number 4. What is Loki's real father name?
I'm going to go with, I'm just kidding, Luffy.
Odin, imagine.
Odin? That's
Looks.
wild.
So it was 1-1. We both just got one right, so now it's 2-2.
You only know this.
That's how that works.
Yeah, so you only know this if you know the colors of the whatchamacallums, the
Bifrost?
stones, the Infinity Stones. So, which stone is implanted in Loki's scepter?
It's a tricky one.
Yes.
So
Very tricky.
it is the Mind Stone,
Yes.
but it looks blue in Avengers, so
Yes.
you'd automatically think Space Stone.
Yeah.
But the Tesseract is the Space Stone, so they switch colors for some reason, but
It's wild.
it's all good. So that's Thomas 3, Robert 2. Robert's question. We are on question 5
Yes.
for me.
Yes.
So I'm in the lead.
Yeah, by
By one.
because I got that one wrong.
Yes, sir.
Oh, you got that one right. That's
Where does pruning take you?
pruning.
Yes. This one's a kind
Oh, with the little
yeah,
thing
little
with your-
sticks.
Yeah. It takes you to the jail, right? Their jail.
Which is
TVA.
no, like you get pruned.
Yeah. Yeah.
Where do you go?
Isn't it like a I remember him getting pruned.
Yeah, he gets pruned in season 1.
Yeah. Wasn't it like he was in a desert at one point. But that's where he
That's where
he went to
yeah.
from the Tesseract.
That's not it. Helping you a little bit.
He got pruned. When he got pruned. I'm only thinking of the TVA jail. It's the only thing that comes to mind. I don't think that's right though.
What do you mean by TVA jail though?
Like that room where they're, imprisoned.
So
I forget what I don't know what it's
you're saying
called.
like a room?
Yeah, it's like a room in TVA where like they haven't gotten, they're still in their same attire and everything, but they. Oh wait.
Yep. Did he find it?
No, it's in my head. It's like the Indoc station.
He lost it. What are you talking about?
You know where they meet Mrs. Minutes?
Nope.
He doesn't.
I mean, yes,
That's where he
you're
meets
close.
Mrs. Minutes.
No.
When he gets pruned, he goes to TVA and he meets Mrs. Minutes almost immediately.
He gets pruned.
Yeah.
At the end of Loki season 1.
Oh, that's it.
You get pruned. You know the sticks where they just hit
Yeah.
you?
Yeah. It happened all the time in season 2.
Yeah. Where do you go?
Dude, I haven't watched season 1 in a minute.
Where do you go? Where do you go, Robert? I'm gonna have to give you a countdown. But it's like
is it the room where
I'll give you
Mobius?
I'll give you a hint. It's not a room.
Dang.
It's a place. So it's like, do you remember
All right, I'm just giving this to you, but it's fine. Do you remember where he meets all the other Lokis?
Yes.
Like the old Loki, the crocodile Loki, the kid Loki, the black Loki, Sylvie. And then Mobius gets pruned and he's there too.
It's like a exile.
Yeah. I'll give it to you. It's the void at the end of time. You don't deserve that one, but it's okay. It's okay. I'm giving you the point.
I haven't seen season 1 in a hot minute. I should have rewatched it before I watched
I'm not giving you the point in case I lose.
Okay.
You didn't deserve that.
All right. Okay. Okay, here we go. All right. Okay, so this is my 5th one.
Yes.
Yeah.
Good looks.
All right. As children, what did Loki disguise himself as before stabbing Thor with his dagger?
I this is in Ragnarok, and I just watched Ragnarok.
Oh, dang it, bro.
Snake.
Dang it.
Yep.
Why did you just watch the movie?
Because Thor's like, I love picking up snakes. Oh, yeah. Thomas 4, Robert 2. All right, in Thor Ragnarok, Thor meets Doctor Strange.
In Thor Ragnarok, Thor meets Doctor Strange.
Yeah. Loki is falling. How long does Loki fall for?
Oh, dude.
He's like, I've been falling for... And he says the time.
30 minutes.
There it is.
I remember that one.
I've been falling for 30 minutes.
All right.
Oh, yeah. All right, go ahead, man.
All right.
Question. This is your 6th question.
Yeah, I was checking on my thing because I think I accidentally hit the button, but it's good.
Are we okay?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. This is in season 1.
Mm-hmm.
What is Loki's talent, personal talent of Loki? It's season 1 of Loki.
Are we looking at magical talents?
No, just personal, regular, everyday.
He always survives. Is that what you're looking for?
No. Nowhere close, actually. Give you a hint. It's
his talent is like he talks
death-defying.
He talks his way out of stuff.
No, that's the mischievous side of him. But no.
Like his magic?
No.
I've given 3 guesses, but so I don't get the point, but I still want to try to get it.
Okay.
Personal talent.
Normal, everyday, crazy Loki.
He can sing?
No, I just gave it away. But yeah, but you didn't get the point.
He can sing?
Yeah, he sings. I just gave it away. I just
Interesting.
Gave it away.
You see that in season 1?
Yeah.
I don't remember that.
Well, because they're in that bar. You remember we're in that bar in the void of at the end of time, or it's like
there's no bar.
It was like a bar. Oh, it was on I think it was on a train.
Yep.
Yeah,
I remember. Yeah, you're right. It was on a train.
Yeah.
Good stuff.
Yeah.
I don't remember that.
Right.
Yeah, I don't get the point, so it's still 4-3. What do I want to say? All right, so we're getting in the hard.
So I have one question that's comics. Am I good to do comics?
Yeah, I don't care.
Right.
I don't really have any, but it's fine. So in the MCU, we see Loki fake die, and we see him actually die, and we see that happen like a couple times. So how many times do we see Loki die throughout the MCU? So this includes fake deaths and real deaths.
Well, we'll start with Infinity War. That's one.
Yes.
On that little cruiser, I think in not Ragnarok. Yeah, not Ragnarok. It was. They're on like a little cruiser going through the desert. Who were they on the raft with? It was Loki, Thor, and somebody else. You know what I'm talking about, right? Where they're on the raft and they're like going through.
I think so. I'm just looking.
I'm just gonna go 2. That's 2. I know that one. That's
I'm
2.
just looking for a number.
Yeah.
So that's good for you because you can just guess. To be honest, the number.
Let's see. Dies in. I'm gonna go with 4 or 5.
Can you name the times?
I can only think of 2 right now.
All right. So you went with 4.
Yeah.
I'm gonna give it to you because my thing does say 3 to 4, because we're looking for fake. So fake death, Thor, the first one.
Yeah.
He falls off the bridge. He's not dead. Thor: The Dark World. That
little cruiser. Yeah, I'm thinking talk that boat.
I think so. He gets stabbed or something and he doesn't die. And then again,
that's
and it's revealed at the end that he doesn't die.
Yeah.
And then Infinity War, he actually dies.
Yeah.
And then, but he doesn't because Loki, Endgame and stuff, whatever. And then in Loki season...
Well, technically he does die.
And Loki season... Yeah, he does. And then in Loki season 1, he gets pruned. At the time, we thought that means you die, but it's revealed at the end of the episode that he isn't, so that's 4. But, I mean, technically it's 3, but it's 4 because I counted. I have 4 written down, so it's 4. So you got it right. Good job. So now we are looking at a tie ball game, 4-4.
4-4. All right. So whoever gets... So we have a question each because we're going to 9, right?
No.
Or we just ended up going 10 because we did the Lofty question.
I have 3 more.
Oh, okay. All right. Okay, I'm gonna do I want to do the comic question. According to the comics, what is revealed Loki's only weakness? There's only one weakness in the comics that he has.
Himself?
No. I think that's in the MCU though.
Oh. What do you mean by weakness? Like physical weakness?
It's like how Superman is taken out by kryptonite. This is his kryptonite.
Oh. Mistletoe. I don't know.
Christmas time. Just kidding. It's Thanksgiving. Water.
Really?
Yeah.
That's weird.
Yeah.
All
water.
Right.
To be fair, I did Google that question.
You're good. What is the catchphrase of the TVA?
Catchphrase. Oh man. Dang it.
It's written places. They say it a lot in season 1.
They do say it a lot in season 1. It's like it's on the tip of my tongue. Hold on, let me think. What was the question?
What is the catchphrase for the TVA?
For all time. Or something like that.
I need you to lock in an answer.
For all time. That's what I'm going with.
I can't get it. If it's for all time, always.
Oh, dude.
Yours right there.
So close. That's such a weird... Okay.
It's for all time, period, always, period. It's a weird thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. I have 2 more. I don't know how many. So just 2 more each.
Okay. Where does Loki actually end up after Endgame?
After Endgame?
Yeah, like what's the
desert.
Okay.
Looking for like a specific desert?
Yeah. Well, it's not specific. It's like a specific country. Cause they do mention it.
Is it the Sahara Desert?
No.
Is it Africa?
No.
I don't know.
Mongolia.
Really?
Yeah, because you know how like they'll.
I know Africa's not a country.
Of the screen, like
I want that to be said. I know Africa's not a country. I just I just was reaching at that point. All right. Yeah. So we both got it wrong. All right. So what is the last line that Loki says in season 2?
Oh, dude. In season 2. He only smiles at the very end.
And he says something.
Then he says something.
Not when he's sitting on the throne. It's before that. He also says the same line at the end of Thor.
Really?
It was another callback, yeah.
Fun fact. Dude, that's a hard question.
I know. My next one isn't as difficult.
The last thing he says in Loki season 2.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not getting that. That's super.
For you, for all of us.
He says at the end of Thor?
Yep.
Wow.
He's like, I could have done it, Father, for you, for all of us. And he says the same thing to Sylvie and Mobius. He's like, I know what God I need to be for you, for all of us. Yeah. A really good callback.
Yeah.
I was watching that. I was like, oh my gosh, that's crazy.
Yeah, another round circle.
Yeah. All right.
And then, my last question for you.
I don't know if this is the last one. All right.
Oh, I thought you said one.
Well, I mean, we're tied at 4-4, so I have one more.
Oh, okay. I gotta pick between 3 of my questions.
Real professional here at the Real Guys Podcast, as always. Speaking of, since you're doing that,
I've got a hard one.
pause.
Hey yo. I got you. We're good.
I'm gonna clip that sound. I'm just kidding. All right.
Season 1.
Mm-hmm.
It's a hard one. So, in season 1, who does Sylvie kidnap? Now, I'm gonna give you a hint. Grocery store or like store in season 1.
Will you give me the episode?
Ooh.
Or will you give me like what's happening?
So Sylvie's on that, that little.
Is this like a
rampage
named
Sylvie-
character, or is this just like some random person?
It's like a named character that
Okay,
I mean, like it's not like a main character, but it's like a character that they do name.
Sylvie kidnaps this person.
Yeah. I'll give you 2 hints. First one.
Is it like kidnap, or is it like she's like just like threatening to kill them?
It's like a hostage/slash kidnap situation.
Okay.
Yeah. But she does take him from the TVA.
Him?
Excuse me.
Takes him?
Takes him or her.
Nah.
Takes him or her from the TVA to this place, this grocery store type idea. I believe it was
Season 1?
Yeah, season 1. You know the store scene I'm talking about, right?
I don't know the story scene that you're talking about.
I don't remember what episode it was. It was just store scene. Here, I'll help you with the episode. You ready?
Yeah.
Right.
That might help. I know what you're talking about. Is it like the grocery store?
Yeah. Oh, wait, hold on. Let me.
Oh, this isn't a TVA member. This is just like this grocery store worker.
No.
No?
No.
But isn't
Let me remember. Hold on.
Is this the grocery store in episode 2 where Loki is they're trying to kidnap her, and Sylvia reveals her plan, and it's to get the blow up and have separate timelines and stuff? Is that it? Is it episode 2?
It's episode 2.
Okay.
But
okay.
it's
Yeah.
not that. There's another scene where it's a hostage, but she takes this person from the TVA, so it's
There's
not
B-15. That's a woman.
Okay. So there's B-15.
It's not that.
It's not that.
That's a female.
Well, I said him or her, but I said
No,
him
but you said
earlier.
him, and it gave it away. Unless you were just tricking me, which I don't think you're that smart. But if you are, that's crazy. She kidnaps the other. This person isn't named? It's like the numbers code, right? It's like the R15 or something.
Yeah.
It's not B-15. It has to be B-15. It's B-15.
No.
Who is it?
Hunter C20. She's a she.
I was thinking that. I didn't know.
She is a variant who lived on Earth,
and that's where like they have like
the.
the friendship thing, and she's trying to. Yeah, I know. I don't.
You had the right scene in your head.
I knew it was between B-15 and that person, but I still didn't know that person. So either way, I wouldn't have gotten it. You little tricky boy.
Yeah, I said him, and he was like, "Ooh, it's him."
All right, this one is name all the MCU projects Loki has been in.
Name all the MCU projects Loki has been in.
Yep.
Thor. That's an MCU. That is MCU. Thor. Dark World. I'm counting them on my finger, I promise. Ragnarok. Avengers. Avengers Infinity War. Avengers Endgame. Dang. He's not in any of the Ant-Mans. He's not in any of the... He's definitely not in Black Widow. Because I would know. He's not in Iron Man. I'm going to go with 7. Between 6 and 7.
Okay, I mean, I said name them.
Oh, he said name them?
But
oh, shoot.
Either way,
I'm sorry.
Okay.
Thor Dark World, Avengers, Avengers Infinity War.
I'll take 7 as an answer.
Okay, well, we're going to take...
Okay,
because it was Thor Dark World, Thor Ragnarok, Avengers, Infinity War, Avengers Endgame, and I'm trying to think of the last one. Oh, and Loki.
Okay, so it's 8.
But it's 8.
Yeah, because it's Loki season 1 and season 2.
Oh, they're counting the season numbers.
Yeah.
Oh, well, I was just gonna go with the Loki series.
Yeah, you're good. I'll give it to you. That's a good point.
Do I still have to give you one more?
Yeah, you have to give me one more.
All
This is
right.
my chance to tie.
All right.
Be nice. I was nice to you.
Yeah.
That's all I can say.
I kind of want to tie it to have a sudden death moment.
That'd be nice.
Yeah.
We'd have to figure that out on the fly too, but we can figure something out for a sudden death.
Yeah. All right.
We don't do it on purpose, I guess.
I'm gonna give you 5 seconds to get it right.
Dang. 5 seconds.
5 seconds. Because it's easy. It's
Mm-hmm.
super easy.
Mm-hmm.
What's TVA stand for?
Time Variance Authority.
All right.
So it's 5-5.
Yeah, 5-5.
What should we do for a tiebreaker?
We should just like. I wish we had one other person here, so
Yeah.
we could just ask us a question. We had the buzzers.
All right, find a question, and I'll find a question. Well, you already have a question, so I'll just have to find a question.
Ooh, I'm gonna break this thing, bro. Oh, I've got a good question. Okay, I've got a good question. This is my last question on my list.
All right, I have it. You just asked a question. I'll go. How many Loki variants does Tom Hiddleston play?
Does Tom Hiddleston play?
Yep.
How many Loki variants? 1.
Incorrect. It's 2.
2.
President Loki and then Loki.
Oh.
Yep.
All right.
Well, I feel like you would have gone high and you didn't, so good job. For the win.
What is the name of the second episode of season 1?
So it starts off Glorious Purpose. Oh, I think I know the second episode of season 2, but I don't know the second episode of season 1. Is it Variant?
Dang it, I have to give it to you. It's the variant. So
Let's go!
Trivia winner.
Let's go!
Trivia winner.
Woo!
That's good. That's
Loki
good.
season 2 trivia. Hey,
That was a good
that
fight.
was good stuff. Good. Hey,
Respect
respect.
on the name.
Hard fought all the way through.
Yeah,
That was a good
good
question.
But yeah, so we've done our Loki trivia. Do you have anything else you want to
Go watch Loki. It was good.
Yeah, so we also try and watch the 8 things he just uses a question. Try and watch the 8 masterpieces made by MCU featuring Loki, so that you can have the full story of who Loki is.
Yeah.
So that you have an idea of like the character development, character arc that we have been blown away by with Loki.
Oh yeah.
So definitely check that out. He's a really good character, and Tom Hiddleston plays it well.
Oh yeah. I haven't seen a lot from Tom Hiddleston, but
Yeah.
now I want to because. But yeah. I'd say check out TikTok, Instagram, YouTube. Obviously, you're already here, but we're gonna have more TikToks coming, more YouTube coming. I'm gonna be a little bit more active on the Instagram, so check that out. Instagram stories with like questions and stuff.
Yeah.
Little debates. Comment so we can do like a segment where we just read you guys' comics, answer questions, hear your guys' opinions about shows and stuff. And yeah, just like as Robert says, like, comment, subscribe, share, smash
I
that
messed
like
up
button.
my own motto.
Yeah, you're
like,
good.
comment, share, subscribe, and definitely comment what you want to see, what you don't want to see ever again, because you absolutely does not like it. Let us know, because we will basically tailor this podcast to your what's the word?
Yeah, enjoyment. Whatever your
Enjoyment.
preference.
Your
Whatever you guys.
that's the word I was looking for.
Whatever you guys. If you guys don't like a segment but like another one, we'll get rid of that segment.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter.
Now we may bring it back in the future.
If we really like it, we might bring it back like once or twice. But obviously, we'll know that like this doesn't get people to watch it. So
Yeah.
it's good. But I mean, yeah, Loki season 2, watch it. But yeah, I mean, good episode.
Yeah.
Good episode today.
Loki season 2 is like a really good good ending to Loki's whole I guess his reign over the MCU. If you will.
But yeah, I know.
So-
I know. Pace. You want to hear what Payson gave it? He had like a 3 out of 10.
What?
I know.
Go check out Galactic Review's episode of the Loki review. Link will be in the
Yeah,
description.
we'll link them down below.
But I sure do hope that you watched ours first, because it's way more.
Yeah, we're
seems
better.
to be
We're
a
better, obviously.
Seems to be a whole lot more optimistic towards the Loki season 2.
But if you want to see me and my brother like fight a little bit,
Yeah.
Go watch it.
Go
but
watch Galactic
he
News.
edits those videos, so they're probably more biased in his opinion.
Yep.
But yeah,
Is what it is. All right. Well, thank you guys for watching. We will be back soon with another video. This
one is coming out this Saturday.
This
I gotta
Saturday,
edit
yeah,
this one ASAP.
Because we have a lot of I wouldn't use the word competition, but we have a lot of other YouTube channels, a lot of other TikToks that are posting their Loki ideas and reviews and trivias and whatever. So we're just kind of keeping up with the ball game.
Yeah.
Throwing our idea out
Throwing in
there.
that extra time for you guys.
Yeah,
But
for
yeah.
real. So we'll see you guys in the next one.
See you guys next one.
Peace.
Adios.